Reading your attack on George Orwell in there, you're feeling that there's something parochial about him, something. Well, actually, I should not.
Don't bring up
I shouldn't put any words in your mouth.
I'm
saying there was because I thought you said about because what I thought you said about him. I won't mince words. Was so bad, and was so ill-grounded that I thought it must proceed from a dislike that you hadn't quite expressed. There must be something behind it.
What in particular?
An animus. Well, I'm asking you. I ask the questions around here.
Well,
there was an animus that seemed to, there must be. I just presumed its existence. You don't like him, and you couldn't quite say why. And I want to know why.
I think I could say why, and I shall proceed to do so.
By all means.
It seems to me that, first of all, what is most prized about Orwell today, and has historically been very much his hallmark, is his style. I mean, that there is an unadorned, plain way of speaking and writing, which many of us admire, me too. I mean, I admire it also. But what it seems to me he does in the process, I'm not now talking about so much the style, but the material around which his style turns, is there's a kind of self-mutilation that occurs, which gives rise to the thought that the subjects he writes about are there for him to write about and then move away. In other words, what I was disturbed by, I mean, there's no return really, for example, to the Catalonia he writes about in Homage to Catalonia. There's nothing in his later writing that suggests no return.
Go back.
Yeah. What?
You mean he doesn't go back?
Well, I mean that the subject really turns into something quite sour. That is to say, the failed republicanism of the war of the Civil War in Spain. The Yorkshire miners that he writes about in The Road to Wigan-Pier are people that he visits but never really returns to. I call it tourism among the dogs. And there is a kind of censorious quality to him, which I find it repellent. You know, I don't admire it. As for his
is it a moral superiority, or do you suspect it of being an English superiority?
Well, I think
not that those two things can't be
Anglocentric. I think it's Anglocentric in a way. I think it's and a moral superiority.
That was my suspicion, was that you detected Anglocentrism.
I think so.
There will come a time when I'll be able to tell you how wrong you are, but the time, it won't be now.